Have you ever felt that someone was drawn to you, not just because of your appearance or words, however, in a way that felt inevitable, like gravity pulling two stars together? What if that connection wasn't accidental? What if people fall in love with you for just two reasons, both hidden deep within the unconscious mind? If these forces remain unseen, you may find yourself in cycles of fleeting passion or confusion. Yet, once you understand them, you'll gain clarity in love and begin building relationships that are meaningful and lasting. So, let's uncover the two powerful reasons people fall in love with you, according to Carl Jung. This insight may not just surprise you, it might change the way you approach every relationship from here on. By staying with us until the end, you will discover the two core psychological reasons why someone may fall deeply in love with you. Learn to recognize projection and see when someone is in love with a part of themselves reflected through you. Understand how archetypes shape emotional attraction and how to spot when someone's affection is based on your symbolic role. Gain practical insights to deepen relationships and protect your emotional energy. And most importantly, you'll walk away knowing how to create love that is passionate, real, rooted, and resilient. The sooner you understand these truths, the sooner you can stop being misread, idealized, or misunderstood, and start building love that's conscious and true. Reason 1. You represent something they lack. Jung believed the unconscious plays a major role in attraction. Often, people are drawn to those who embody traits they've suppressed or never developed. Love, then, becomes less about who you are and more about what you represent. Think of a rational, disciplined person drawn to someone expressive and free-spirited. The attraction feels electric. In truth, they are not only falling for the person, they are also drawn to the part of themselves they've long denied. This is deeper than opposites attract. The psyche craves wholeness, and in that journey, it seeks out people who hold the missing pieces, often hidden in what Jung called the shadow. When someone falls in love with you because you live out a part of their shadow, the attraction can feel intense. Yet, without awareness, it may create imbalance. You may feel reduced to a role, while the other person feels let down once the fantasy fades. The solution is awareness. If they realize what they're projecting, love can evolve into mutual growth. If you're the one being admired, understanding this helps you maintain boundaries, preserve your individuality, and encourage the other person to explore those traits within themselves. Love then becomes less about filling a void and more about becoming whole together. Reason 2. You match their inner archetype, the anima and animus. Jung also explained romantic attraction through archetypes, universal patterns in the unconscious. Two archetypes play a central role here. The anima, the feminine image in the unconscious of men. The animus, the masculine image in the unconscious of women. These inner images are shaped by early relationships, culture, and personal experiences. Over time, we develop a subconscious blueprint of what masculinity or femininity looks like. When someone reflects that image, we feel deeply drawn to them. Imagine Elena, who grew up associating masculinity with emotional depth and wisdom. Years later, she meets Arav, who embodies those traits. Their bond feels timeless, yet what Elena truly sees in him is her inner animus, her unconscious ideal made real. Similarly, a man might meet a woman who feels nurturing and intuitive and feel captivated, again, not necessarily by her, rather by his internal image of the feminine. Such connections often feel like fate. People say things like, "I feel like I've known you forever." That's because the attraction is rooted in something larger than personal chemistry. It's rooted in myth, symbolism, and the psyche's longing. However, love based on archetypal projection is fragile. Over time, reality emerges. When the other person no longer fits the unconscious ideal, the illusion fades. The connection may feel like it's changed. In truth, the person hasn't changed. You've simply begun to see them clearly. This is the collapse of the projection, not the collapse of love itself. To prevent this, ask yourself, am I in love with this person, or with what they symbolize to me? That question opens the door to conscious love. When you recognize and work with your own inner anima or animus, you stop expecting others to complete you. You start seeking real connection. Why these loves often falter? When projection fades, reality sets in. The fantasy dissolves. The other person becomes fully human, flawed, beautiful, real. If the relationship was based only on projection, disappointment follows. Imagine someone who sees you as endlessly nurturing. For a while, you fit that role. Over time, life unfolds. You reveal your complexity. You express your needs, and suddenly, you no longer align with the image they once held in their mind. They might feel confused or even betrayed, when in reality, you've simply been yourself. When love is based on unconscious projection, it cannot survive reality. However, when both partners become aware of the dynamics, the relationship can transform into something grounded and authentic. This transformation is not easy. It involves letting go of idealization. Yet what takes its place is far more fulfilling: honesty, growth, and genuine intimacy. Rather than depending on each other to fill emotional gaps, you walk side by side, each carrying your own story, your own strength. That is where real love begins. If this message resonated with you or answered something you've long wondered about, take a moment to support this journey. Like this video, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe for more reflections like this. By doing so, you're not just helping this channel, you're helping others find the same clarity and connection. Building authentic connection. So how do you build love that's rooted, not reactive? Validate your wholeness. You're not broken, you're becoming whole. Love should come from joy, not lack. Communicate consciously. Open conversations about your bond, not to lessen the magic, instead to make it more real. Grow together. Encourage each other to cultivate the traits you admire. Be a space for evolution, not projection. Stay curious. People change. Archetypes fade. Stay curious about who your partner is becoming. Let's return to Jung's 2 reasons people fall in love with you. 1. You embody a quality they lack, long for, or suppress. 2. You reflect an archetype, an unconscious inner image shaped by their past. When someone falls for you, they may not be seeing you fully. They may be seeing a part of themselves reflected through you. This isn't cynical, it's liberating. Because now, you can build conscious love. Love based on truth, not fantasy. Love that evolves, deepens, and respects. If this message has stirred something inside you, share it. Reflect on it. Grow with it. And remember, the people who fall in love with you are not choosing you by accident. Something deeper is always at work. Thank you for watching. May your relationships bring not just joy, also transformation.